Paul Murphy, as a Dublin TD, do you take the point that particularly this recession or this crisis, economic crisis that we face on account of COVID, that rural Ireland and young people will be hit the most? And you can argue that rural Ireland, certainly swathes of rural Ireland, are not represented in this government makeup.
Yeah, I think there's two issues that are intertwined here. The first is the nauseating spectacle of politicians who are on €95,000 a year as TDs, complaining and whinging about not getting an extra 40,000 or an extra 80,000 a year as a junior or senior ministry. And they're trying to pretend that there's something more about that than their own personal career advancement by saying they want to represent Mayo or Connacht or whatever, but I don't believe that they are interested in it. I think it's the usual Mercs and Perks for the establishment parties. The second issue is that sense of a lack of representation for ordinary people. In my opinion, Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael create a culture of clientelism and a suggestion that if you have someone at the cabinet table, well, they'll be fighting for you. You look, even this week, Norma Foley, Minister for Education, first thing out of her mouth was that she'd be fighting for the people of Kerry. First announcement on Twitter was that she's launching a new school in Kerry. And so they create this perception. But I think it's a false perception. I mean, in Dublin Southwest, in my constituency, we've had ministers. We had a minister in the last government, we had a minister, and that did not make a difference for ordinary people on the ground in terms of housing, in terms of education, in terms of healthcare. And I think it's the same in Donegal and in Mayo. The question is, what type of politics? Do we have establishment politics or do we have left-wing politics to represent ordinary people, whether they be rural or urban?